private legal practitioner, is joining us on Zoom right now. Counsel, good evening. Thank you for joining us here on Ghana Tonight. And listening to the foundation, a very strong one that Dennis has put down on this matter. Now, what do you expect a bit more explanation from the Attorney General on why plea bargain and non-prosecution agreements are the only means of getting or recovering the loot in specific instances, as against the expectation of the public that, you know what, if people have been involved in acts of corruption, they must be prosecuted. I mean, to serve as a deterrent and also boost the fight against corruption. Do you appreciate the sentiments of the public about these things?
Oh, yes, the public also equally appreciates that it's the law. I know the law is the law. Act 1079. So let's just put it in simple terms. The plea bargaining law. Yeah, we amended the Criminal and Other Offences Act, that's Act 30, to include more elaborate provisions on plea bargaining. And that one was done in 2022. All right. And even before then, if you look at the Courts Act, 1993, the cases, when it involves state funds, yes, you can bring the money and then the court will be very lenient with you. So 1993, Courts Act. Oh. Then you go to the OSP Act, even corruption cases, there's plea bargaining. Okay. Yes. So please, I think citizens also need education that it's always been the law, and it's not only Ghana, the US, UK, India, almost everywhere in this country, there's plea bargaining. So please, let's embrace plea bargaining. Let's use it to recover as much as possible. Because remember, we are doing what? Oral, Operation Recover All Loot. So we have to recover all the loot as much as possible. We don't gain anything by just throwing people in jail. When you say the people should be thrown in jail, when they are thrown in jail, even before you get to the throwing in jail, a lot of the cases take too long. You can't even finish before the elections in December 2028. Oh. Let's remember the Stephen Opuni and other cases. Seidu Agongo, all those ones. You see, we didn't finish. So please, let's remember that it's recover all loot. We are not saying operation just throw people in jail. No, recover the loot. So there's a lot more emphasis on the recovery of the loot, money that has been lost to the state. Let's recover the loot and use that to develop hospitals, roads, etc. People are hungry. We need leap to livelihood empowerment against poverty. We need to feed ourselves. Too many Ghanaians are hungry, etc. What do we benefit if you throw one man in jail when the money you receive, you can recover from that man, can take care of at least 1 million people?
Yeah, but you'd also appreciate the divergent views on this particular position that you've been consistent about this, that in your view, the approach should be recovery. And that's why you served as a member of that committee, the preparatory committee for oral recovery. But also there are others who would push for the prosecution as well, so as to serve as a deterrent. But then again, beyond this statement that the General Secretary of the NDC has made publicly, Fifi Kwete, calling out some NDC lawyers, he was addressing them over the weekend. He's been commended for it. But beyond that, would you also go with those who are asking that some action needs to be taken? These persons need to be called out and also punished so as to serve as a deterrent to any other persons within the government or any other lawyers within the NDC who may not have been known but are doing this?
Oh, absolutely. The first action is what even citizens are already doing. Citizens jumping on it and lauding him, commending him, and then citizens making noise. You know the noise, yes? Even when it's accusing people wrongly, it puts all of us on our toes. It reminds us that the citizens are very expectant and very angry, right? So the reactions alone are even the second action. Fifi's statements are the first action. The reactions from citizens are the second. And the third one, you can see that obviously the duty bearers, that's the Attorney General, OSP, IOCO, and police, CID, will take a cue. Yes, so I believe that it will help. It means that we are reminding ourselves that, hey, it's Operation Recover or Loot. We are reminding ourselves that it is the reset agenda. So it's good. From time to time, we always need the reminders. Yeah.
And I do appreciate you for this. Kpebu, thank you very much for joining us. And instructive that we speak to you on matters like this because you served as a member of the Operation Recover All Loot Preparatory Team. Thank you, Kpebu.